So this session is a collaboration between the audio engineering department
Don't sway.
and the...
Please don't.
This session is a collaboration between the audio engineering department and the IU film scoring department. Every year we do 2 sessions for their class recordings. It's their final for the semester. This class for the first semester is their short form class, and we record just little selections from different pieces that they've worked on throughout the semester.
Our main job as audio engineers is to set up microphones and mix the session as it's playing as well. And also working with our producer Larry Groupé, who's also a film scoring professor, in order to achieve the sound that he and the composer are envisioning for their project.
We're at Primary Sound Studios. This is owned and operated by audio engineering professor Jake Belser at IU.
One thing that's really special about Primary is that it used to actually be a church, and you can kind of see that in how the studio is laid out. What's really nice about it is that we can have a big orchestra in the live room and also have access to a bunch of ISO rooms for specific instruments, like in this case, bass.
Same place.
Yeah, same exact thing. 5 clicks and then 105.
It's awesome for me as the conductor because for all the cues, the video that the composers are using that they're scoring against is playing on my monitor. And so I get to see all the beats that are happening, and that in very subtle ways is changing different dynamic markings or articulations or whatever it may be.
This is the SSL 4000E. It's a legendary console from the 70s. I think it's most known for sort of being the sound of rock and roll during the 70s and 80s. We're using the SSL primarily just to mix and get our signal into Pro Tools, which will be recording all of our tracks.
If you look here, we have our live orchestra. So we have our winds, we have our brass, we have our strings, and our tree and flank, and some smiley faces. And then we have our returns for our reverb, some different cues. So in this case, our mix minus cue, which is the other stems that are not included in the recording session. If our composer decides to do a pass 2, then we can also return that back onto these faders, which go to our VCAs.
My piece is from Harry Potter and it's Bobbick's Flight. Harry is flying under water. I use some flute with wind and combined with piano or celesta to feel like they're blazing the world.
Okay, definitely getting there. Just really make sure that when your phrase comes, that you really kind of bring it out as a little solo. It's a little bit just kind of static the way that we're coming and going. So they need a little bit of arcing and phrasing from you, please, in order to make them all have their relevance when they show up. Could we work just a little bit of the higher string line at 25? Let's go in Eli at 24 to get that transition.
1, 2.
I tried to make sure things would be pretty straightforward for the players, nothing like too challenging. So it's still like beautiful but kind of simple, like a melody that could just kind of speak for itself, didn't need like a lot of crazy ornamentation or different things like that.